across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville. Today, a good one on tap in the AFC South. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans.
Please welcome your 2026 Tennessee Titans.
So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go from Nissan Stadium. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
27-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. This one down the field, but incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
The Titans punting unit comes out to the field. Back deep, it's Raheem Blackshear. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
And we all know how talented this guy is, Mike, right? From the physical sense, that's obvious. But what really separates him, and it really came through when we had a chance to talk to him this week, is really his ability to operate from the neck up. His processing speed, his decision-making. It seems like he's always one step ahead of the defense, and when he's on, he's proven hard to beat.
That's caught by Harrison right side. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. 18 yards. What a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
And a Colts first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Not much there. Maybe a yard.
At the 46-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 9. To the air is Manning. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And the roast to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And they're going to get the conversion here. Good run to the 44, and that's a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Back to throw is Manning. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one, good for 16 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
The RPO, that one is complete. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
I love moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Manning. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Colts will take a 7-0 lead.
Titans, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Titans offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here.
Intended for number 80.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. He'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Titans first down. They're able to convert by plenty on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the
Defensively,
41-yard line.
Mike, I actually thought they did a pretty nice job stringing this out on 3rd down, but they just can't get him on the ground. So nice job there by the back, knowing exactly what he needed, and he's able to pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
45-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. There's Okonkwo open left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
2nd and 5. In motion, Okonkwo. They'll look to throw yet again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
Folks' kick is good. And the Titans are on the board. It's 7-3.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense are now ready to get going on their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Manning. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 32-yard line.
Going to run the toss here to James. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
The ball comes out. The Titans have got it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. To throw, it's Manning. He'll find the veteran Jeff Wilson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
We'll try and run here with James. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Indianapolis.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Colts.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
A ball deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be 2nd down now.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They go play action with Madden. He'll swing this out to James. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Manning. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Colts go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is when you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Titans offense headed back to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Williams. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Colts out to the early lead. And we're back in Music City after this. Titans football here to start quarter number 2 as they begin with 3rd and 8. Throwing now from the gun. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
This exact situation here, Mike, tends to get a lot of conversation around the league. I think I'm going for it. I think here around midfield, you got to maintain possession, see if you can end this drive with some points. I think you got to stay aggressive, keep your offense on the field.
And he's going to have a Titans 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
At the 43-yard line.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the 1st down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
They'll go with Williams. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. 15 yards through the air. 1st down for Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
To number 87. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Back to throw. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be brought down. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Having the ability to move your running back to the widest receiver, they call those the number 1 receiver, meaning he's the closest to the sideline, it really forces a defense to show their hand. Do we keep a corner out there, and I know it's zone, or do I move a linebacker or safety out there, and now you tell the offense that it's man coverage? So the versatility and the chess piece that is the running back position, it could do so much to help not only the play caller, but also the quarterback. A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot, and now I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
He'll look to throw. Short one there to Okonkwo. And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is 3rd and goal.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Titans cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Colts offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. They'll start on the ground with James. The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now, Manning. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Brings up third.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
On third down, it's Manning. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A gain of 19 yards. And a Colts first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Looking to throw is Manning. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
Now Manning. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Oh, that is terrific. Out of bounds, inside the 5-yard line. The Titans offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
6-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Slot man in motion left. It's another run here for Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. The Colts offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. carry here for Goodson. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. To the air is Manning. Right on the left side and caught by Pittman. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. That's out quickly to Pittman. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window. They're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
At the 30-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Nashville in a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Back to throw is Manning. Got his man at the 6. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Five yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal. Here's James. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6. Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
6-yard line.
Here's Manning. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
It goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. And I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Back to the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage.
And I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials indicating, let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Extra point attempt to come here. He gets it to go, and the Colts are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6.
Titans 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense ready for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open right side is Okonkwo. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
First and 10.
They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll come up here first and 10. Back to the air one more time. And he's going to be close to another first down as he's forced out just shy of the marker.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second and a yard. They'll look to throw yet again. Complete Ridley for the reception. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's another.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you, my friend. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of this second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Madden. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
I really like this response here to start the second half. You have to imagine they went into halftime finding themselves down by 2 scores. They needed to stop and get the ball back to their offense, and that sack's going to go a long way towards it.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Manning checking this one down to James. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Brings up 3rd.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They go play action with Madden. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 20-yard pickup there. That's good for a Colts first down.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. On that one, they are on the march. Another first down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and 2. Here we go. To throw is Madden. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Colts first down. A gain of 13 yards. And a Colts first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
To number 87. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Straight ahead, it's James. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
On 3rd down, they go with James. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. The offense is out there, 4th and inches. He'll drop to throw. Over the top, he's got it. Touchdown, Colts. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Now the try here for the point after. It's up and through. And the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Tackle 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. Into space at the 45. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
On 1st down, it is Williams. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
14.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he'll be taken taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
At the 27-yard
The
line.
defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts 3rd and 14. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down. On the ground, this is Williams, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. To the left side, caught by Ridley. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
That's another.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now a screen set up for Johnson. And the Titans are looking at a 1st and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
15 yards on the play.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Williams, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
This one is complete along the sideline. Very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
That was a big-time answer by this offense, and they really needed it. I mean, this game, it looked like it was starting to get away, didn't it, Mike? I mean, now it's up to their defense. Can they get a stop of their own so they can get their offense back out there, get the ball back, and try to build off this last drive?
Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Titans are able to cut into the deficit.
Colts 24, Titans 13.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Colts offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Here's a designed run. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Throw to the right flat. It is caught.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
3rd and 10. That's Harrison in motion. On third down, it's Manning. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
The Colts about set to punt, as he's on to punt for the second time. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get enough for here as he is taken down.
Complete to number 0. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Titans. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Using the tight end to get to the end zone, Greg, at your old position, you're very familiar with that. That catch and carry, what an ability for your tight end to take it to the house.
Yeah, and this was never really the strength of my game, Mike, but we're seeing so many tight ends around the league who not only are great at securing the catch and making the tough ones, but it's their ability to extend the play after the catch that's separating them, just like we saw here.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. He'll say no to the extra point
The Titans
and go for
will
2.
line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. And, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
2nd and 10.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Looking to throw is Manning. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's third down and a few inches. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
Third and short, and you come up with a big stop, taking the ball carrier down for a loss. Now you put yourselves in a position to hopefully get the ball back and give your offense a chance to go down there and take the lead.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Titans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Here's a zone read to start the drive. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, Mike, it's funny, when you're facing these really elite defensive linemen, sometimes it's easier to make them the read guy rather than actually try to block them. Unfortunately, they're elite for a reason, and sometimes they're still able to make the play like we saw here.
That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the good body this man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. Now, a deep ball here for Ridley. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Now, faking the give. That's caught downfield by Harrison. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Manning. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He gets this complete to Mitchell. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
22-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense. And right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
They keep it on the ground with James. And I don't think he got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
Here's a handoff to James. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 3. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Colts have come away with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a
Previous
replay.
play is under
So they
review.
might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Big play coming up. This is third down. They'll look to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Taylor now to return it. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Colts offense ready to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Out of the pistol, gonna give it to James. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten it. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On the play fake, here's Manning. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Back to throw is Manning. He gets this one complete to Pittman. He needed 13, and that's exactly what he got. By the nose of the football, it's a first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Colts.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry.
It's second and
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
And that'll give him the first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
good for the Colts. First down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Indianapolis. Taken down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
It is second and 6. To throw, it's Manning. He'll swing this out to James. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 6. Throwing now, Manning. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Bunker down. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to make it a 2-possession lead. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Titans offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in, and he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
They'll drop to throw. Short one there to Okonkwo. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll look to throw again. Complete. Wrigley on the reception. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 13. That's good for a Titan 1st down.
1st and 10.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Boone's pass, complete to number 80. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. A pass taken in by Johnson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
10 yards.
Here's a timeout, Tennessee. It'll be their 2nd. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field, and this is a great example here why.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw yet again. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
Well, that was step 1. The offense did their job, get this thing back within 1 possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Big 2-point conversion now coming for the Titans.
The Titans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
Just as the play is designed, you stick that ball in the belly of your running back. What does the defensive end do? Well, in this case, he crashes down to take the giveaway. It's a pull read all the way, and quarterback keeps it himself.
In need of a recovery and a quick field goal. Here comes the onside kick.
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Kick it to 22. Do not kick it to 22. At the 10. Lay him out.
The Colts offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts, so just one kneel down and then time to shake hands. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, Got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.